Welcome to What the Perimenopause Yoga. Today's little yoga bite, little mini practice for when you wake up with terrible brain fog, either because you're just in perimenopause or because you didn't sleep again and you need to get through your day. So this is a practice just to sort of get the energy moving in the body, get the blood flowing, wake up the brain, and get you on to the next thing. We're going to start sitting on the floor with a breathing practice with a pranayama. I recommend that you take a pillow or a meditation cushion and put it underneath your hips, underneath your sit bones, just to get yourself a bit more in alignment so you can comfortably work with a nice straight spine, which allows nice open lungs. So come into a comfortable seated position. That might be aligning heels and ankles. It might be cross-legged, whichever works for you today. We're going to rest our hands comfortably on our knees. Relax our shoulder, relax our neck, relax the face. We're going to begin with a practice, a pranayama, appropriately called for us skull clearing breath, Kapalabhati. I'll demonstrate and then we'll do it together. In Kapalabhati, we're literally trying to clean the junk out of the front of our skulls, out of the front of our brains. And we do that using the breath. In Kapalabhati, you're going to take a series of short inhales and powerful exhales. The emphasis is on the exhale. We're letting the inhale happen more or less naturally. With each exhale, we're going to draw the belly towards the spine. After we do about 50 of these, we're going to on an exhale, we're going to bring the belly as much as we can towards the spine. We're going to pull up from the perineum and then up through the belly. We're working with what's called the bandhas in yoga. The Mula Bandha, which is down near the perineum, the Uddiyana Bandha, which is more, we can say around the belly button, and we're going to pull those up and in, and then we're going to inhale, holding on to those as much as we can. Drop the chin to the chest and bring the tongue to the back of the throat for what's called a throat lock. And we're going to, as much as we can in a relaxed way, hold the breath and allow it to fill the lungs. All right? That's a lot, I know. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it. So first, let me demonstrate. You can go ahead and do it along with me if you like. So first, it's going to be the exhales. Nice and loud. So you can see with each exhale, my belly is pulling in towards the spine. In rhythm. And then after about 50 of these, I'm going to exhale, push all the air out. And then pull up through the perineum, up through behind the belly button for an Mula Bandha and an Uddiyana Bandha. And then from here, still holding on to those bandhas, I'm going to inhale, filling the lungs. I'm going to drop the chin to the throat, tongue in the back of the throat. And here I'm holding with my face relaxed, letting the oxygen expand my lungs. And then after holding as long as I can comfortably, I'll lift my chin and exhale in order to do it again. If you don't feel like you completely have it, don't worry, let's do it together and you'll catch on. So let's first take a nice long inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And begin. Exhale all the way out. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Pull up through the perineum, up through the belly button. Holding on to that. Inhale, filling the lungs. Tongue to the back of the throat, chin to the chest. Relax the shoulders, relax the face, and hold on to the breath. Remaining here as long as is comfortable for you or not too uncomfortable. Lifting the chin, exhale. Inhale, and let's do another round. Remember to let the inhale come naturally here. The emphasis is on the exhale. Exhale all the way out. Holding the breath out, pull up through the perineum, pulling the belly into the spine, up through the belly button. Now inhale, fill the lungs. Tongue to the back of the throat, chin to chest, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face, holding the breath. Lift the chin, exhale. Take a nice long inhale. Hold it for a few moments and exhale. Take another inhale, this time with a smile. And exhale. Good. Now we'll come onto all fours. You can move your cushion aside. We won't be needing that again. And we're going to come onto all fours and we're going to do tiger pose. Tiger pose uses the same mechanics as cat-cow, but we're going to be doing it with alternating legs. So where you can bring your knees a little bit closer than hip width apart for better balance, wrists underneath shoulders. We're going to inhale, lifting the leg, gently lifting the chin, and then exhale, rounding the back like we do in cat-cow, pushing through the hands and drawing the knee towards the chin. Inhaling up and exhaling. Inhale. Move with the breath here. You can move at your own pace. Nice long inhales and nice long exhales. Remembering that this isn't a race. We want to move with the breath and get as much out of the breath as we can. The goal is not cardio here. The goal is to bring oxygen and energy through the body. And then on your next exhale, we're going to bring that knee towards the chin and we're going to hold, drawing the belly towards the spine and breathing. And exhale, release. Okay, same thing on the other side. We're going to inhale the right leg up, exhale, knee to the chin. Inhale, gently lifting the chin. Exhale, rounding the back, pushing through the hands. Moving with the length of your own breath. Then on your next exhale, round the back, bring the knee to the chin and hold. Relax the shoulders. And on your next exhale, release the leg. Go ahead, bring knees wide, sit back into child's pose. And then from here, we're going to do some low sun salutations. So you can bring your knees parallel. Keep your hands reaching out in front of you. Fingers nice and wide. And we're going to inhale and we're going to draw our chin. And like we're trying to belly crawl up our mat. And we're going to inhale up into cobra. Exhaling, pushing back into child's pose. Inhale, snaking forward into cobra. Exhale into child's pose. Using your breath. Waking up the body. One more. And really stick that butt up in the air. And pushing back. Good. On your next inhale, press up into downward dog. Exhale, heels down to the floor. Couple breaths here. Moving around a little bit if you need to. Press into the base of each finger. Allow the chest to fall towards the floor. And then on your next inhale, we're going to actually walk the hands towards the feet. So pressing, 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 coming back onto your heels. We'll grab opposite elbows and just hang here. If the backs of the legs are feeling a little bit tight, you can bend the knees a little bit. You can rock side to side, maybe twist a little bit. When you're ready, straighten the knees. And your next exhale, let the hands drop to the floor. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Good. For our next pose, we're going to do another pranayama, which is one of my personal favorites, and it is called Breath of Joy. I learned this during my yoga teacher training with the Akanda Yoga Institute, and it's the pose I can always count on to completely change my mental state in a really positive way. So I'm gonna move towards an angle here so you can see me best. We're gonna have feet hip width apart, knees and hips nice and loose. And what we're gonna do, this is a dynamic pose, we're gonna inhale, arms nice and loose. Think of it like you're a rag doll. You're gonna inhale, lift the arms up, and then exhale, let yourself drop forward, knees bent, arms swinging. Inhale up and exhale down. like that. Okay, so now let's do that together, and we'll do it about 10 times, okay? And do it with feel your own body, and do it at the pace and with the range of movement that feels right for your body today. Inhaling on the way up, exhaling on the way down. All right, let's go. On your last exhale, go ahead and just stay down here. You can let your hands rest on the floor if they reach, or you can grab onto your legs or ankles. And let your breath slow. And then inhale, pressing up through the feet. Every time I do that asana, I cannot help but smile. And I hope the same is also for you. If not, maybe do more repetitions. All right, from here, you can come sideways on your mat, and we're going to bring our feet out wide. So try to bring your ankles underneath your wrists. Belly tucked in, hips slightly tilted forward. We're going to inhale, reaching your arms up, and we're going to exhale, coming down into a high squat. Okay, our arms at 90-degree angles. And now we're going to add something extra to it. We're going to do lion's breath. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to stick our tongue out and bring our eyes wide so it looks like this. Got a little bit of a roar there. Ready? Inhale. This helps to open up the throat. It's also kind of fun. Once you remember that you don't have to be self-conscious. Remember, we're in perimenopause now. The estrogen is dropping and we can do whatever we want. This is also great if you're feeling sort of anxiousness, anxiety, rage. So you reach up, you can grab onto those feelings and then let them out. If you need to bring in good, positive energy, you can do happy lion with a smile. Let's do one more, whatever it is that you need. And now we're going to hold. You can bring your arms out to the side, palms facing up. Try to get those ankles a little bit outside the knees. Tip the pelvis forward so the butt's not sticking back. Relax the shoulders. If your arms are tired today, go ahead and just bring the hands to prayer pose. That's fine. Nice and steady here. Relax the upper body. Let the legs do the work. Press the feet into the floor. Then on your next inhale, reach up. And then exhale, we're going to point our toes forward and fold fold down to the ground. And here you can bring your hands in line with your feet. And if you have the flexibility in your legs, you can bring, meaning you can go deep enough in the pose, you can bring your head gently resting on the ground. That's great because it stimulates the crown chakra. If you can't get there, don't worry about it. Just let that head hang, let the neck relax. And breathe. Turning upside down is also great for helping to stimulate the brain a little bit. Bring some blood, bring some energy up there. Rejuvenate a tired face. Your next inhale, we're going to push up to flat back. And then exhale, you're going to bend your right knee, or whatever takes you to the front of your mat. And we're going to come into plank, chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog or cobra. And back into downward dog. Another breath here. Exhale all the way down, and we're going to come into bow pose. For bow pose, you're going to bend both knees, and then you're going to reach back and grab your feet or ankles, whatever is most comfortable for you. We're going to exhale down through our belly button into the floor. And then on your next inhale, you're going to reach your legs up and back. It's like you're trying to lift with your ankles, but then reach your knees behind you. So you might feel stretch in the front of the thighs, opening in the chest. Remembering to breathe. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale. We're going to press back into child's pose. Take one breath here. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Cross the legs underneath you. We're going to stretch the legs out in front of us. Inhale, up, long spine. Exhale, reaching out towards the feet. Whatever is available to you here. You can bring 2 fingers around the big toes to pull yourself in deeper. If you're not quite there yet, that's fine too. You can rest the hands on the shins or on the floor next to you. Your next inhale, use your hands to walk yourself up to sitting. And then exhaling, we're going to scoot down to the floor onto our backs. Bring your knees directly up to your chest. And then we're going to open the legs wide into happy baby pose. So you can grab onto the outsides of the feet here, and you're going to gently pull down to open up the hips. Think about bringing that back, especially that lower back, flat to the floor. Give it a little rock side to side. And then hug the knees to the chest. And exhale into Shavasana. If you have a wall nearby, this is a great time to do legs up the wall pose. You can bring your hips about 6 inches from the wall, so you're at a little bit of an angle, and rest the legs against the wall. You can also put a pillow underneath the hips, is very nice, and that's a very relaxing, calming, restorative pose. Or you can stretch out into the traditional Savasana. Still a little bit of brain fog. Savasana. Allow your breath to slow. Feel your body completely sink into the floor. Starting at the top of your head, slowly move down your body and check any place that you're holding any tension. Any muscle, any joint that's still working. Let it go. Feel your body get heavier and heavier. And allow your mind to clear. Think of it as a gift. This space and time for clear mind. And then remain here, or if you're ready to close your practice, go ahead and bring one arm above your head, roll onto your side, knees bent. Take a couple breaths here. And slowly press up to a seated position. And thank you for joining me today. Namaste.